This SAVE Act thing. Now,
you're opposed to it?
No, I'm all in favor of it, but it got struck down, right? That's the last thing I heard, right?
Oh wow, okay.
You see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have two problems with this SAVE Act thing. One, I don't think it did enough. Let's just play it. Not play it. Let's just read it. This is Trump actually giving us the points of the SAVE Act. So, number one, all voters must show voter ID, identification. Number two, all voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote. Number three, no mail-in ballots, except for illness, disability, military, or travel. Number four, no men and women's sports. Number five, no transgender mutilation surgery for children without the express written approval of the parents. Now, that's the part where I think he fucked up.
Okay.
This shouldn't be a comma.
It should just be period.
Period. Just like no men and women's sports. Period.
Yeah, you're right. Wow.
The problem is that one, it should just be a period. It should just be a defined statement. And two, the problem with the transgender surgeries are mostly the ones that do have written approval. That's the majority of them.
Parents are fucking crazy.
Right. So, again, it should just be a statement, one statement. Now, the other problem I have with this, I don't know if you peeped this, is to me, this almost comes off as one of those things that weren't supposed to pass. And if you look at it, I feel like these should have been two separate things, right? 1 through 3 should have been the SAVE Act. Just keep it about voting. And that would have been perfectly, I think, reasonable to get through, to get passed, right? When you add the second two, 4 and 5, it changes the entire act to now it's it's almost like they just tacked on those two things.
Yeah, we're just gonna throw them in there too.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I'm in favor of them. The fifth one, I wish it was way more final, and I actually don't even really like it. I don't think there should be any and to that, or any but, or any comma.
Superior.
It just seems weird. Why was that just thrown onto it? It doesn't have anything to do with voting. If it was you must vote, I don't know, your ID must say the gender that's specific. If you're gonna do some transgender thing, I don't know. But it just doesn't seem. It seemed weird to me.
And it's something that I've complained about before. So when Democrats try to pass everything, they put in things that people might like, and then in the fine print, it's bullshit. So that's bullshit in the fine print, pretty much. And
even on the thing that's kind of in favor of us is also bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard a lot of people are taking this as Trump is folding on the transgender thing. And I don't want to believe that. But when we watched the State of the Union, I remembered back to it. He was really harping on more of the parent thing.
I was just about to say, I think
without the parents, they were ripping them from the parents.
I think if I'm going to shoot him some bail, I think it comes down to him not wanting to interfere with whatever parents want to do with their kids. As crazy as that sound, right? They have to make it a law to where they can't do this kind of surgery, so that way the parents would be charged with child abuse. But technically, this isn't child abuse. It's what the parents are allowing. So he doesn't want to take that right, just like he doesn't want to take the right from Christian parents to homeschool their kids. He doesn't want to take the right from crazy parents to trans their kids.
I think it is child abuse in the way that
I think it is too. I'm trying to
internal critique.
I'm trying to see why he would do what he did. And I think the only reasonable outcome that I could come up with is that he doesn't want to infringe on the parental right whatsoever. Whether or not he agrees with what the parent is doing, he doesn't want to infringe on their so-called right to allow their kid to do whatever they want with their body.
Let's also, I'm I'm not even going to call it shooting bail. I'm trying to understand it. There could be something with federal government, state government. Now, I personally believe there should be a federal law that you can't mutilate your children.
Yeah, I think that goes without saying.
Yeah. But I think it should be a federal law based on the transgender thing specifically. Because, like, all right, if you get, if you actually do mutilate your child, let's say you fucking, like, cut his leg off or something, you know what I mean? Are the feds going to come after you for that, or is that going to be a state thing? I think that's going to be more of probably a state.
That'd be a state thing. Yeah.
Now maybe like transporting them also over state lines and doing some other stuff to it. They would have to find a way to make it a federal.
Make it a federal, yeah. But if it's isolated, it's going to be a state thing.
I think so because I could be wrong. Maybe I should look that up.
Unless they make it they would have to make it a federal crime. You're right. If it's not a federal crime and it didn't cross the jurisdiction, like if he didn't fucking chop his kid leg off and then go hide the leg in the next state, that becomes federal if he does that.
Maybe. Oh, well, hold on. It says child mutilation is a federal crime.
Oh, it is a federal crime.
Okay, then yeah, then
so
it
then
should.
we need to classify transgenderism
surgery. Yes,
as child mutilation.
That's what we have to work towards.
Yeah, that has to be classified as such.
I don't feel like we have to reach on that, and that's why I think the left, again, as much as, as evil as it is, they're really good on playing on identities. They've just turned that fucking psychotic behavior and that mental illness into an identity. And now we have to protect the people that are trying to bring them to that identity.
Yep.
But to bring them to that identity, they have to mutilate their child.
That's the price.
Yeah, it's almost like the Civil Rights Act basically enshrined identities as like almost a religion. They have religious protection.
Okay.
So if I wanted to
identity.
Yeah. I guess like if I wanted to mutilate, myself for a religious reason, there's like a protection in that, wouldn't there be?
I mean,
you can't mutilate somebody else.
You can't mutilate somebody else.
What if they wanted it? What if it's part of a ritual?
Nah, that would still.
Yeah, because you can't, even if they consented to something. Yeah,
that should be violating the law. Yeah. Even doing something to yourself, I think doing something to yourself violates some sort of law. Like if you burn yourself or something, try to light yourself on fire.
Really? If you try to kill yourself and you're unsuccessful,
do they charge you for that? They wouldn't charge you for that.
I don't think so.
No,
maybe if you shoot a firearm in like a house or something, or like in a apartment building.
Possibly. I still don't think they
discharge of a firearm.
If you live, they don't charge you for that because you're definitely gonna try again. Oh, you mean I fucking lived and I'm going to jail? Man,
I'm a double failure.
Fuck.
No, you probably wouldn't even try it again.
You think that'd be it?
Yeah, you just be like, well, they say most people that try it, and
if they really don't want to do it, they'll try. They don't try it again. But some people
try it again.
Some people, yeah, some people do.
I don't know if I believe that. I believe some people do the cry thing, the cry out for attention, and they tried it, quote unquote.
Damn.
But then when like that, all else fails, they eventually do actually go through with it. I think if you want to kill yourself, you can do it. It's not the hardest thing in the world.
It's not. It's just.
Sorry, that may have sounded like encouragement.
I don't think that's what you're trying to say. But I mean, that is a good point. It's not the hardest thing to do. If you really want to do it, you could just do it.
Yeah. If you commit to it.
Okay, this is going somewhere deep. This is going somewhere dark.
You just have a little dedication.
Yeah, a little dedication. You're not really in the game for real. Nigga.
As long as you realize there's nothing to live for.
Yo, nah. There's something to live for.
Eventually, the alcohol stops numbing the pain, and it's there.
Eventually, the alcohol stops working. Oh man, just live. Just try crack.
This is why we have low viewership. They all kill themselves after watching our show. That's not how you build a fan base.
That's not how you build a fan base at all, Chris. Jesus. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys.
Go ahead and hit that notification bell. Snap you out of your depression.
Yeah, that'll do it for sure. And to be clear, please don't kill yourself, man. Damn.
Well, now you just made it real. Should we flash the suicide hotline?
It's probably
like
going to be there.
Logic.
It's going to be there by default. Watch.
Yeah, it is.
On the playback, it's going to be there. If you experiencing yada, call 1-800. Please don't kill yourself.
You fucking like tap into the database and edit that on. It's going to be a little flag at the bottom.
Yeah, they're going to do it like COVID.
Yeah. All right, guys, if you feel like offing yourself, just dial that number.
Just dial that number right there.
And you're going to feel like wanting to do it more because those people are drones. I'm sure they're nice people. I don't know why I said that.
You're on a tear. You're on a tear today. You're on a tear.
Trump, transgenders.
Yeah.
I hope he hears people's outrage about this, and I think it's fair. And I hope it changes his mind. I don't believe Trump is in favor of the whole thing, but I don't know. I feel like that. I don't feel like that's necessarily like saying he's in favor. I feel like that's him walking around a lot of red tape. But I could be giving him too much bail there. I don't want to give Trump too much bail on this one.
Listen, I'm going to do it. You know, I think somewhere in his mind, he doesn't want to infringe on the rights of any Americans, no matter how dumb or crazy the idea is. Now, if we can get that particular thing classified as child abuse, then we'll be in the game. But until then, it's going to be up to the parents, according to him.
I say you're right. I say that should be moving forward. The whole debate on transgenderism should be proving that it is, in fact, child mutilation. I think even for the adults, like you're mutilating yourself.
I think that
I wouldn't encourage adults to do it. I'm against that. I'll be honest.
There's a little bit more leeway because I mean, then what? Where are we going to stop them from fucking piercing their face with stupid shit or tattooing their face?
No, I think that's a reach.
How is it a reach? Is the motherfucker tattoo their eyeball? That's mutilation.
No, that's body modification. But
is that a different category?
I think once you're cutting off your body parts, that's where it gets into. Like if there's like a body mutilation, if there's a body modification that's like we're gonna cut off our toes, I'd be like, all right, make that shit illegal. I don't want that shit. Not even that I don't want it. I'd be perfectly fine if the government said no. That's taking it too far.
You should just let the first few do it and just watch them walk around. Or try to, because you can't walk with toes. Well,
no, because now you're disabling yourself. You're permanently disabling yourself, and then what are we gonna like? Now we gotta. It's almost like encouraging people to like, hey, just cut off a toe. We'll pay your disability for the rest of your life.
Are you being an ableist, Chris?
I'm an able-bodyist. If you're able-bodied, you need to fucking contribute.
But I see what you mean. That it wouldn't be considered mutilation because you're not cutting anything off.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe there is a deeper debate to this, a philosophical debate.
I'm just of the belief that at this point I don't care what a fucking adult wants to do with their life. You know, as bad as it is for themselves, they want to fucking do it, man. That's on you. I can't stop a motherfucker from smoking crack, and I can't stop them from cutting off their dick. But leave the kids alone. That's kind of where I stand.
I think the two are not comparable. Smoking crack or doing drugs compared to cutting off
your dick.
Yeah, or cutting off any body part.
They're not. But what do you say about chicks that cut off their tits to not even for sexual things, just because they're too big and They want a reduction. Do you consider that?
Well, that's sometimes. Well, most of the time, that's a medical thing. Like it's to help their back or whatever the fuck.
Okay, I see what you mean.
If it's a medical thing, then I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I like bigger tits, but I still think you're undoing God's work.
Leave the milk maidens alone, man. Leave them alone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to think a little harder on that. Like it may be a deeper like what is the line of like what you can tell somebody to not do?
Because I think if somebody was like, you know, I'm just gonna cut my arm off today, you would look at that person and be like, they're mentally ill. But if you change that to a sexually reproductive organ, now that person is just, you know, it's just normal. You know what I mean? So I think we need to focus on not only classifying the kid's part as child abuse, but also classifying mutilating yourself as, I can't really say that it's a crime, but mental illness.
Okay, I guess a good comparison would be this. Plastic surgery.
Okay.
Like just getting your nose done or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that mutilation? Just because there could be a nice outcome to it.
Still, that could still be considered mutilation. It's not your nose.
It's just like, remember when we were like, I think it was like years ago, we were looking at the pictures. I could have done this on my own on a live stream, but it was pictures of fucking like the bottom surgeries that failed.
Yes.
It still horrifies me.
It's horrendous, yeah.
It just flashed into my brain and I can't get it out. Mm-hmm. But it's like, just like there have been successful surgeries.
Are they really successful?
Well, that's what I'm saying. To me, that's, even though it's successful, quote unquote, it's still mutilation to me.
Yeah, let me tell you something. If you have to dilate something so that way it doesn't fucking close.
I still just remember the term scarring canal.
Scarring canal. Fuck. Yeah, why? Listen, you can't look at me and tell me that's not a mental illness. Why would somebody willingly do that to themselves if there wasn't something wrong up here?
Well, hold on, because we're in agreement on that. What I'm trying to figure out is like, okay, is plastic surgery now, like just getting your nose or your face completely changed, is that mutilation too? Because
I believe so, because it's not your face.
I do too. But that's where it goes into the same thing. Just because it's like the outcome doesn't like look ugly, or it's not botched or whatever, it still is mutilation.
But where's the line? Do you now change it because now instead of your face it becomes sexual organs, so now it's different?
The difference is this, I think, is that the sexual organ is different because it's irreversible.
Absolutely. I mean, plastic surgery is kind of irreversible too, but I get
yes, but that like. Changing your face isn't changing your bodily function. Right. You get what I'm saying? I think that's where, I think if you're maybe that's the line. Changing your bodily function.
Okay.
Like you have no problems with it, but you're just, I don't know. But then it's like sterilizing. You can sterilize yourself, technically.
It's a medical procedure.
Yeah.
Is that mutilation?
That's where I think,
because you're not cutting anything off. You're just severing a connection, and it's something that could be reinstated in men at least.
Like a vasectomy.
Yeah,
they can reverse those.
Yeah, that's why it's because it's harder for women if they get their tubes tied. They can't keep doing that, but we can. I mean, fucking dudes, bro. You just get a little snip and put it back together.
You just tie it off.
Yeah, just, you know.
Little bow.
You want to have kids again? Okay. Put the conduit back.
Fuse that bitch back together. Fuse my balls back together.
Fuse my balls back. Put my balls back where they belong.
You walk into the office and you go, make me a man again.
Sir, I'd like my balls back.
Doctor, I'd like to come with potency again. I'm here for you to help me with that.
Trying to shoot up the club with no blinks.
Doctor, I'm trying to whip up some baby batter. I hear you're the man to see. He thinks you're hitting on him?
Yeah, it's the buddy.
Hold on.
I don't swing that way.
I know I'm a doctor, but I'm straight. Jesus.
Just indirectly call all doctors gay. It's hilarious.
It may not be the route you want to go publicly.
No.